Yo, what's up, EX Plays Nation? Before you watch this video, once again, thank you for all the support I've been getting this past week. It's amazing, and we're getting, we're getting there. We're getting to my goal, and every day we're just increasing and increasing, and EX Nation is growing fast. So, yeah, if you want to help me with if you want to support my cause and everything that I'm doing for you guys, go subscribe, turn on the bell, like this video, share it with your friends and family to keep them safe and spread awareness. And also, join my Discord server link. It'll be in the description below. So basically, in this video, I speak with the detective that sent officers to Louis' house in like last night. And if you guys are wondering where I found this detective, I actually know him personally. I went on his website before, and he had a Discord link, and he said, if you have any problems, just hit him up. So I called him last night in his office, and let me just read what he wrote. So I messaged him on Discord, hey, Mr. Jackson, have you guys gotten any information on what happened to Louis last night? And then Mr. Jackson wrote, unfortunately, we can't tell you much, but as you know, Louis is in the hospital and has several punctured wounds. Now, Louis is also in my server, my Discord server, and I gave him the friends role, and I really feel bad for this kid, because what happened, like, what I'm about to cover next is just crazy. So then, I told him, how long will it take him to recover? And Mr. Jackson wrote, it will take about 4 weeks to 2 months for the wounds to heal, but the scarring will be permanent. Now, you know, the scarring, like what Jonathan made him do and what Jonathan did to him, he's gonna have to live with those scars for the rest of his life. And that memory of just a guy breaking into your house where, it's your home, you should feel safe in there. The guy just breaking in there is gonna scar him forever. So I wrote, so what exactly happened when I called your office yesterday? Like, what did you guys do? And Mr. Jackson wrote, we immediately sent officers over to Louis' house and tracked him phone number and called him. I think he meant his typo, probably a typo. And then he wrote, he's lucky that our department is only a 10-minute drive from his house, but we did manage to get a video from him. So, all right, don't skip yet, but Mr. Jackson basically sent me a video of what Louis recorded when they called him. And so they basically tracked his phone number and they managed to call him and they said, you have to go record something for us so we know we have evidence of something. So at least we have evidence of something. So then I wrote, are you allowed to send me the video? And then luckily Mr. Jackson told me, let me ask my colleagues. And then he wrote, yes, here it is. And he sends me a video which I will play right now. So yeah, and just watch. I'll play it right now. Yeah, that was really creepy. So I replied with, "Oh God, oh my gosh, that is creepy." And then Mr. Jackson wrote, "Indeed, this guy was very smart. He somehow tracked Louis' phone number and managed to find his address." Now, listen, I know a lot of you were freaking out. You guys were saying, "Dude, like, help me, EX Plays. This guy has my IP." When someone has your IP, they do not have your direct address, even though they have your like location or where you're around. They do not have your direct address, so they can't just find you. And honestly, I thought it was a troll. I thought Louis was trolling yesterday, but it was actually real. Like, it's crazy. And how Jonathan Galindo, I think it's fake, but there's so many impersonators of, there's like so many fake Jonathan Galindo impersonators everywhere. Like, you guys see them joining my Discord server, but now don't mess around with all of them because you don't know what each person is capable of. Not every Jonathan Galindo is dumb and foolish. So then I wrote, what did he do to Louis? And Mr. Jackson wrote, the guy apparently forced Louis to do the challenge that he didn't do, and harmed Louis in ways that are too gruesome to even describe. So, I told Louis should have came to me earlier. I could have told him, yo, block this, and told him the procedures to take. But he didn't contact me earlier, and there was not much I could do. And a lot of you were messaging me like, oh, there's a Jonathan Galindo messaging me. I don't know if it's real or fake. Number one thing I'll tell you guys is block the Jonathan Galindo. That's the best thing you could do right now. Just block them and don't worry about it, because there's a lot of people on the internet. Like the older you get, you'll notice that the internet is a much gruesome place. Like it's not all fun and games, and you should really watch out. I messaged Mr. Jackson and I wrote, "Do you guys know where he went, or like when, or where he was when you arrived?" And Jackson wrote, "Sadly, no, but we're currently working on that, so don't worry too much. He'll be in jail soon." So they're currently working on the case, but once they find this guy, he's done for, because messing around with kids and actually knocking into his door and breaking in, this guy's gonna face a big jail time. So I messaged him, and Louis is very lucky that, something else didn't happen, because I don't even want to talk about it. But then I messaged Mr. Jackson, if he does go to jail, how long will he be locked up for? And Mr. Jackson replies with, if we manage to find this guy, then it would range somewhere from 12 to 25 years in prison. Now, I think this guy should be locked up for even longer for what he has done to the kid. Like, you don't know what could have happened. What if this guy, God forbid, like, killed Louis or, like, kidnapped him? So many things could have happened. So, I wrote, is it fine if I record all of this for my channel? And Mr. Jackson wrote, sure, this is completely fine. I have more information but cannot release it to the public until further notice. Have a nice day. And obviously I reply with, thank you, Mr. Jackson. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Now, the case with Louis is very rare. Like, a person finding or tracking your number is like 0 to nothing. That is very hard. I don't know. Like, even with your IP, information like that wouldn't be present. I don't know. This guy really got set up, and this Jonathan Galindo actually showing up to your house. This fake Jonathan Galindo or real or whatever it is, probably lived by Louis. So that's all I gotta say about today. If you guys want, you could go DM Louis or like ping him in the server and like wish him safe and fast recovery, because this guy is going through a lot right now, and unfortunately he has to live with those scarring for the rest of his life. But at least he's alive and he's safe now. So that's all I gotta say, And thank you guys once again for all the support. If you guys want, you could share this video, subscribe, like, turn on the bell, and join my server if you guys want. And that's me, EXPlay signing out.